The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Hey, yo.
Morning.
Pretty grey Monday.
Oh, isn't it?
It was a good weekend, though. What was it like here, weather-wise, over the weekend? Was it good?
Beautiful from
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah, well, I mean,
remember.
Friday was really good because we were down at Howard Smith Wharves at the Veuve Clicquot Champagne Garden. That was lovely, wasn't it, Susan?
So good down there.
Yeah, that
on
was a
the
beautiful
grass.
afternoon. What was yesterday like? I was away then.
Yesterday was...
I was on the Sunshine Coast all weekend.
Good.
Beautiful. Up at Mullaney Manor for a wedding.
Oh, I've been to there for...
Congratulations, Jordan and Jasmine.
Oh, God. New Year's Eve 2000, I think, or 2001.
That's a beautiful venue.
We went to a wedding up there once, didn't we?
Yes, we did in Mullaney.
Yeah. Overlooks the whole of the
Beautiful.
mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been the same place. Yeah.
Yeah, stunning.
Beautiful.
A few good spots up there, I think, though, for weddings.
So nice, isn't it? That whole area, even New Mundy and all those sort of
Yeah.
joints. Montford.
Yep.
And we've got a new prem.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, the election.
New Premier David Christopherly.
Pretty close in the end, wasn't it? Or relatively.
Closer than we thought.
I didn't watch it, but I was keeping an eye on it. It was on the big screen at Gari. We were there on the weekend. And it was like, oh, my God, this is close.
Yeah.
Like for a little while.
Seems like a lot of the pre-polling was Liberal, which they didn't count till later. Is that what
Yes,
happened?
that's where it sort of was sealed the deal, wasn't it? But
Is it all done now, though? It's all done?
pretty much.
Everything's counted up?
You get sworn in today. Geez, I'll tell you what, you realise I was up in Cairns. I don't give a rat's ass about Brisbane up there.
Don't they?
Yeah, it's all just local issues and,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, Lutzi, it's 1,600 kilometres away. Like,
Yeah, it was almost anti-Brisbane, to be honest with you.
Really?
It shows you the polarising nature of that, with the size of the state.
Like if it was in Europe, it'd be probably like 3 countries in between
Yeah.
Brisbane and Cairns.
Well, we're
Yeah.
closer to Sydney than we are to Cairns.
Yeah.
Are we?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we are geographically.
I
Yeah.
was hiding where I was from, pretty much. Anyway.
I saw you with someone on it. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Don't worry. Lutzi was with John Sieben, an Olympic swimmer.
Oh, yes, 84 gold medalist.
Gold medalist.
Which was pretty cool. I had a good chat with him, actually.
Yeah. Probably the guy that inspired me to think I could one day win a gold medal, John Sieben, when he won in 1984.
That's
Remember?
pretty awesome. He sort of had suggested you'd said that at some point. He sort of knew that,
Yeah.
which made him incredibly proud.
Wow.
I got him early. I said, you ran the Olympic torch under the bridge at the back of Currumbin in 2000, and I was there. And he goes, oh, my God, you're right, I was. I did. I knew exactly where he did his torch relay run.
Really?
Yeah. You know, behind Currumbin, or you get under the overhead bridge.
Yep.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
We're doing Susie's trip a day this week.
Oh, I was waiting for an opener.
Yeah, no, Dylan hasn't got one yet, but we are working on it.
Opener. What type of show are we running here?
Yeah.
You know the show we're running.
So, what are we doing? We're giving away one of my favourite places each day this
It's
week.
your trip, yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, this is one of my favourite places.
Is this the one we're going to this week?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, is that
It's
this weekend?
Noosa
Yep.
Tries this weekend. Friday's a swim.
Yeah, of course.
You can still get entries into
Yes.
the festival events, actually.
Yeah, hit the website if you're wanting entries for
Yeah.
those festival events.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this is a trip just to Noosa. You don't have to do the try. And it's probably not this weekend anyway. But what do you got? Oh, do we tell what they do? Do we
Yeah.
tell them what they do?
Yeah.
What's your
well,
trip?
It's your trip.
Oh, okay, my trip. I'll tell you
You've
what you do.
handpicked this for them.
Sculpted around.
Well, I'll tell you what you'll do. You'll go to Noosa. You'll spend 1 or 2 nights. I reckon 2. In a
Yeah.
1-bedroom apartment.
Geez, Samara's just driven off the road.
You get to go to beautiful Hastings Street, the National Park. It's beautiful how they're still at, there's
Yes.
no high rises and everything. You can go for a run. You can go for a swim at Tea Tree Bay. Maybe take your surfboard. Come back.
The nudist beach.
Oh, I wouldn't go around that far. It's too far to walk.
Where's the nudist beach?
Get an Uber.
Alexandra Bay.
Okay.
It's round further.
If you get an Uber, don't get nude before you get in the Uber, obviously. Get nude when you get
I think they
there.
might have even
Did you
cancelled
learn
it.
that the hard way?
Apologies.
Then come back and have a
It's a
nice lunch, long lunch, a few
Nice.
drinks, afternoon sleep. That's what I'd do.
You know,
Nice.
we were talking weddings before. You went to one up at
Mullaney Manor.
One of the best weddings I ever went to was at Noosa along
yeah.
the boardwalk there.
Yeah.
It was just a small wedding. My mate Ross and Megan, they got married there.
Ah, okay.
It was unreal.
Like at the end there, under the trees.
Yeah, it was under the sort of the gum trees there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was an unreal like Mel slider surf on. So we were sitting there just watching the surf. Like,
Behind them.
no idea what their vows were or anything that happened there, but the surf was unreal.
Oh, jeez.
Well, to win, all you need to do is listening out for Susie's holiday song for this morning, and it is Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill.
Old school.
So when we play that, 13, 24, 10, Susie's trip a day. We'll do a new one every single day, and today's is a trip to Noosa. All thanks to What If.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I was up at Gari for the weekend. In fact, I did the show on Friday from Gari, which was great, and I'll talk about that a bit later in the show, but obviously I was out of town. Travis Scott was in town.
Oh, yeah, all these kids were going to it, hey?
Yeah. And someone was telling me that I know in the Sydney concert, he did the Sydney concert before he came up here to Brisbane, that he was on 2.5 hours after he was meant to be. In fact, in the Sydney concert, they had whoever the warm-up act is, they played, and then it was like 2 hours of nothing. Like no music, no DJ, anything like that until
So he
Travis
started
Scott
late.
came on. And I think it was like a 4-hour wait. Someone was telling me it was a 4-hour wait. I don't know if anyone went, but from obviously they
Brisbane.
was at Suncorp, but it was like he was meant to
Was
come on
it?
at 5 and he didn't come on until 9 or something like that.
Because they got a curfew at Suncorp.
Yeah.
They're going to stop playing at I don't know what it is, like 10:30 or something.
Yeah.
Or other. It is.
I hadn't heard too much about him. We listened to him after we kept running into all these kids who'd been there, kids like school.
I get those goosebumps every
Why was it so violent when it's such mellow music?
Sicko mode. You
Sicko
were
mode, yeah.
Fiend?
Fiend. That's when they go nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, they played it 3 times, the same song. Did you hear that?
in the concert.
Yeah, apparently played it 3 times.
Really?
I don't have that in the system, Jill. If you could get that, that would be cool.
If he plays it,
Sicko
don't go nuts, by the way. You know, if we play that
Latest
song.
here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coast. Way too big when we pull up, give me the loot.
Give me the loot.
Was it full?
Looked pretty busy. I didn't see the stands. All I saw, all the things on socials, was just people in the pit.
It's gone nuts.
And then he pulled up
fighting.
at a nightclub in the valley.
Eclipse?
Did you see that?
Which
Yeah,
nightclub's
imagine
that? Which one's that? Is that?
It's one of the ones I don't know if we've had tickets in the cave, but certainly we've talked about it quite a bit. It's a good
Oh.
club.
Mitch went there, I'm pretty sure, for the opening. Like, as in, we did a Mitch on the street at Eclipse.
Yeah. Trent and the team there.
Yep.
Pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, because his DJ was playing there, I think.
Yep.
So they thought he'd turn up, and he did, and they went nuts. How good.
Way too formal, y'all know I don't follow suit. Stacy Dash, most of these girls ain't got a clue. All of these hoes I made off records I produce. I might take all my exes and put them all in a group. Hit my essays, I need the booch. About to turn this function into binary. Told her hop in, you coming too. In the 305, treat me like I'm Uncle Luke. Have to slot the top off, it's just a roof.
He goes to Auckland now.
She said,
Yeah.
where we going? I said the moon.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I see the Story Bridge was closed yesterday morning from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
I kept seeing it was going to be closed, and I thought, gee, they must be doing some,
Maintenance.
maintenance. But no, it was a big nude photo.
Yeah.
I don't know
What?
if you knew anyone involved. Yeah, Spencer Tunick. He's a famous photographer from America, and he photographs basically big scenes full of nude people. He's done it for 30 years.
Thinking about getting into that.
Yeah.
Or for the photography.
Just
You've
yeah.
always said, yeah.
And I didn't hear about it before it because I reckon
They
it'd
must have kept it K5, eh?
yeah, but they had 5,500 people
Yeah.
on the bridge.
And naked.
naked.
I had a mate do it, Christian Hull. He was there.
Did he do it? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Because did he run into anyone he knows?
I'd
Because
spoken to him about it after. I saw him on the Today Show or something, spruiking it on TV the other day.
Which one's Christian Hull?
He's he's a
funny one.
YouTube.
Canadian dude.
No, that's Josiah.
Oh.
He's doing other stuff. Got lots of famous friends, guys.
He's really funny. I met him the other day at a function I was at.
Oh, okay.
He's a super funny guy. He used to work in radio, didn't
Yeah.
he? But I was thinking, so you knew about it before the date? Oh,
Must have to register on his website or something, do they? Like,
I don't know.
How do you, or is there just some sort of nude sort of
but
network?
could you imagine doing it? There was 5,500 people. Brisbane's a small place. Like when
Imagine
you
if
go
you did
out.
it.
Well, when you go out, you always run into someone that you know. Don't you?
Yeah.
Doesn't everyone? I mean,
Yeah, of course. You're going to see someone on the bridge. There's 5,500 people there. You're going to know people.
And where do they leave their clothes? because they did the Story Bridge. Then apparently they went to a walkway in front of Kangaroo Point Cliffs. And then there was another photograph on that walkway on the new farm, that big walkway in front of New Farm there on the water.
Yeah.
And what's the protocol? Like, I presume you don't look down, or do what?
I'd say it'd be frowned upon if or dropping things would be frowned upon as well, I guess.
But they did the
Dropping things.
The one I saw,
Oops, there you go.
they were sort of all crouched down.
Oh,
yeah,
like
doing
it was
like
a yoga thing, and if you had to look forward,
We've got someone who was
more than you
actually
bargained
there.
for.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask someone who was naked there on the bridge? So Greg's called in. Hi, Greg.
Have we got someone?
Hi.
So you were there on the bridge,
Yeah, I was there, yeah.
naked.
Naked, yeah.
So
The first time at it, but I was very scared.
oh, did it show?
Yeah.
What happens when you're scared?
Were you shortchanging yourself, Greg?
What happens?
So you had to go to the toilet a lot.
And what do you do? Do
It
you
was
leave?
very cold and wet.
Do you leave your clothes? It was a bit
Oh,
wet.
enough of the excuses, buddy.
Do you leave your clothes
It was
somewhere?
32 degrees on
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah, they had an area where we can put our clothes, yeah, designated area.
Right. And how'd you find
Yeah.
out about it? Did you go to a website or something, did you?
Oh, I only just found out about it on the news. Only 2 days before, and I'm thinking, oh, should I do this? The wife didn't want me to do it.
Was it just...
Did she do it?
she didn't do
No,
it.
she didn't do it. She didn't want to do it.
And is it kind of liberating to walk out on the Story
Yeah.
Bridge without any clothes on?
Well, yeah, it was, but it was kind of hard to do. But, you keep your eyes up here, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it was a bit scary and stuff like that, but we all got used to it. But, yeah, we turned into sort of like an army.
Yeah, right.
We knew that people was looking at us, and we'd just wave them back, give them a wave.
Did you run into anyone you knew, Greg?
No one. So I was just there by myself. So what we done is we talked to other people there, and they were on the bridge, and we just grouped up and made friends.
Did your wife drop you off?
Yeah.
Hey, what was that?
Did your wife drop you off?
No, mate, I had to drive up there by myself.
So where'd you leave your clothes?
I did not have a +1 or friends go with me.
That's very
I
brave.
was so frightened.
That's very brave.
So what did you do?
Yes, it is.
When did you get naked? Did you get naked when you see? Imagine if you turned up in, they were pulling the biggest joke on you of all time. Everyone else is dressed.
Well, I knew it was real because when we got there, it was raining, and it was really bad, so they had to delay the check-in because they had to, set the place up.
Yeah, right.
What was
Yeah.
what was the first pose you had to do?
Well, at first we had to all go and we got a briefing first on the bridge, and it rained during the briefing, and then after that we got told that we'd walk a bit further off the bridge, north side of the bridge, and walk in. There's designated areas we can put our clothes in, and there was portaloos there.
Right.
So everyone was using the portaloo, and there's just a big line up for them.
Yeah, I bet.
Did you give yourself a trim and stuff beforehand, Greg? I mean, what's the go there, buddy?
Well, no. I was thinking about that, and then I'm thinking no. So I just went natural.
Keep it real, mate.
There was other people that were trimmed and stuff like that, so...
How you know?
You know,
You weren't looking.
it was, well, it's difficult to try not to look down, but then...
Can't help yourself, can you, Greg? You couldn't help
No, I
yourself.
couldn't help myself,
You
but
had your eyes
but
darting all
I just
over
thought
like
if
you
I
were
did look down,
Yeah.
something might happen down there, so I thought,
Yeah.
no,
Did you try?
no, I
and,
won't do that.
Did you try and make sure that you were on your best showing? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Given that it was cold and
Yeah, it was
rainy,
half
I mean,
his.
Yeah, oh, mate, everything was shivering and cold.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You made that point several times,
Yeah.
now, Greg.
were you making that point to
Yeah,
people
I
around you
did.
too? Yes.
Good on
Well,
you, Greg. I think it's
I
very
did
brave.
make some friends, yeah. So what we
Good on
did
you.
when we were walking across to the river walk, anyone that was looking down at us, we'd just wave them back,
Yeah,
and if we
fair
got a wave back, we'd give them a cheer.
Yeah.
Good on
But there
you.
was this one guy out there on the he's on his the
You're caller of
apartment
the
there
week,
with
by
a
the way,
veranda.
Greg. Yep.
I am not.
Yeah,
No,
he will
you're
be.
joking me
No,
there.
well, I mean,
No,
what a
no,
wait
it's
till
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, you should wear undies, mate, because everything just rolls around and falls out.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's just walking, man. I couldn't imagine what running would be like.
Oh, mate, can you only imagine, can't you,
Mate,
Greg? Hey?
And what,
things just bounce around everywhere.
what was
Give
the
yourself a rap.
ratio between between females and males? Like, what was the split?
Well,
Well, I think there's more women there than men.
Really?
They're brave.
from
aren't
what
they?
you saw.
Yeah.
Oh, well done. Glad
Yeah,
you
good
caught
on
it.
you,
There was a
Greg.
mixed culture of us. We're all different. There was lots
Yep.
of different genders there.
Do you
Yeah.
get a copy of the photo?
Well, Spencer did say that we will get a print. I'm not sure what it will be or how to come in or maybe he'd email it to us or something like that. But yes, he did promise us a print.
And where would you put it, Greg?
I don't know. I think he'll hide it somewhere. I don't want anyone to see it.
Good on
But
you.
anyway,
Good on you,
Yeah,
Chris.
sorry, yeah, we
I
were
wasn't
together.
afraid anyway.
Good on you,
After a
mate.
while, we all got used to it, and we were a walking army out there.
Good on
We
you.
knew people were looking. You know, I thought it was a closed venue, but you know.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I feel like I've had a holiday. I pretty much have, actually, because I took off after the show on Thursday and drove up to Gari. And, so I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I did the show from Gari on Friday. And, yeah, it was just I was shooting an episode with Scotty Hillier, my mate, for Creek to Coast, which I think is going to come out towards the end of the year. It was a Christmas special we did in conjunction with BCF for Christmas this year. But, it was a fantastic weekend.
Did you catch some good fish? And Archie, your son went as well. I saw he caught a fish on Instagram.
Yeah, I had the best weekend with Archie. So I was in my truck with Archie, and then Scotty was in his truck with his brother Brad, and then the camera crew were in another truck, Buzz and Drew, and then another Archie who was there. So there was four. We had four
Convoy.
trucks, along with Todd from Channel 7. Yeah, so it was just great people, great weekend. And yeah, Archie was like super excited. I know I was saying last week, Archie was going, so we're going to go up and film this episode from Creek to Coast. And he's like, so I'm going to be on TV. And I'm like, yeah, you'll be on TV. Oh, so I'm going to be famous. I'm like, yeah, I guess, yeah, you'll be famous, mate. But he had, he was great. Which I knew he would be, because he's like he's just a powerhouse, Archie. Like, you can't break him. He keeps going, and he just casts all day. Like, he just absolutely loves it. But he had at one stage, we were fishing for Taylor, which is like one of the sort of good fish that you can get from the surf side of the island there, and he lost 6 fish in a row, like.
To what? Just, like not to like.
Just one thing or another would happen twice, and one of them we got on video where, and this was the 6th one that he'd lost in a row, where everybody else had caught fish, and it was just Archie, and he was hanging in there, and I was fishing next to him, and we were actually fishing with the exact same lure that we both had the identical lures.
Soft plastics.
No, it was
I don't know that.
The skirt.
It was a slug, actually.
Oh, the
Yeah,
slug.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, the slug. Yeah.
And literally like 5 meters from each other, and I was catching fish, and he wasn't, or if he did, then all of a sudden it wouldn't hook up. He couldn't get it, and he got one of these Taylor on the 6th one out of the water, and I was just like, oh, thank God.
Yay.
And as he got it out of the water, so it's out of the water, the hook fell out of it,
Oh.
and then a wave came in, and all you see is me, like, I am sprinting. I was like gout, just chasing after this fish,
What are you gonna do if you catch it? Like,
well, just so that he could have it and get a picture with
Grab it.
grab it.
before it takes off back
the
into
hook.
into the ocean.
Can't be an easy thing to do.
No, well, mate,
You didn't get there in time?
No, I got there literally as it just went and took off. So.
Oh, no. Is it luck, a bit of that stuff?
Yeah.
Or skill?
Oh, well, that
Technique.
he wasn't doing anything wrong. That
No.
was just
Bad luck.
That's just what happened, and that was when that was the only time his bottom lip started to drop a bit. I went, Archie, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it, mate. Just get back. He goes, that's 6 in a row. Archie, just get back out there. Get straight back out
Do
there.
you reckon he'll make the TV coverage then?
Oh, for sure. Because I said to him, Archie, this is actually going to be good for you, mate, because they'll put together a montage of the heartbreak, of this little kid, and then it was about 5 minutes after that I actually stopped fishing. I said to Buzz, the cameraman, I said, I don't want to get a fish. I'm like, I don't want to. All I want now is for it to happen to Archie. And then he finally hooked up, and I was just like, you get that sick feeling when something is involving your kids and you just want the best for them. I was just like, until that fish came up on the up on the beach, and it ended up being one of the biggest ones that we got too. So it all worked out well, but God, he had to work for it. And if that fish had have fallen off,
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than Suze.
Brighton Homes includes aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to discover why it's better with Brighton.
All right, it's redemption round for Kathy out of Thornlands. This is Kathy's third time at the plate. And her previous 2 times, it says you've lost on time.
I have. And when we heard the sad news, or exciting news for Suze, that she was finishing up, we just had to have one more crack.
Got to get her before
Fair
she
enough.
takes off into the sunset.
Yep. That's a good point.
Well, have you learned anything, Kathy? Like, did you pass last time or anything like that cost you vital
Time.
seconds?
She gets me on time.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. It's $1,100 we're playing for you into the draw for the BYD at 03, and you've got it's Henry and Juliet, isn't it? From memory?
That's right.
You've got a good memory.
I'm just going off the dome here, but
Oh,
yeah. Jesus, I know it's been a while. Henry's got to be double digits by now, doesn't he?
Yeah, 10, big 10.
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
God, you know your listeners.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Ash.
I just commit them to memory.
Yeah. Great memory.
Every listener's like a personal friend.
He says that off air as well.
Yeah. It's the way that I am.
Well, there's a couple that he doesn't.
Let's not mention that.
Gary.
Yeah. Well, you just mentioned it, but that's who I was thinking of. Kathy, let's go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Third time lucky, 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. How many stickers are on each side of a Rubik's Cube?
12.
Bump, set and spike are terms from which sport?
Soccer.
Which famous rapper performed at Suncorp Stadium on the weekend?
Don't know.
What country is Guantanamo Bay in?
Don't know.
What is the only even prime number?
3.
Stop the clock.
I'm giving you Lutsies,
Yep.
Kathy. I'm giving you a
A
Lutzie.
veritable
Little bit
Lutsies. There. Kathy, I'm going to make a prediction. I don't often do this. I don't think you'll be beaten on time today.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, I think you'll be beaten in other ways.
I know the Rubik's Cube question.
Oh, what's that?
I do
Is that Juliet or Henry?
Henry.
What do you reckon, Henry?
9.
Well, wait and see. Let's wait and see. Now, you sound very eager. Let's get Kathy to count you in and see if you can team up with Juliet
Come
for the
on.
game.
You ready? 3, 2, 1. Bring in the game.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that was
nice
good.
timing. Nice work. See Juliet just playing a little support role in the background.
Harmonising.
Not harmonising, in fact. Yeah, 9 out of 10, guys. Well done. Congratulations. Tell them.
You can't shut them up. Listen to them. They're so excited.
Bring in the gimp,
Oh, this is Cullen. This is a beautiful gift.
bring in the gimp. Are you smarter than Suze? So let's bring in the gimp.
Beautiful.
That was nice.
His rabs.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! It will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
You ready, Suze?
Ready?
This will make it $1,200 at 9 o'clock if Suze can get the victory here. 30 seconds on the clock. And your time starts now. How many stickers are on each side of a Rubik's Cube?
9.
Bump, set and spike are terms.
Volleyball.
Which famous rapper performed at Suncorp?
Travis Scott.
What country is Guantanamo Bay in?
Mexico.
What is the only even prime number?
8.
Stop the clock.
I always forget prime numbers.
Oh, my pen just ran out. The vital time. Oh, no. Hang on, I'm doing a switch. I'm doing a switch.
Oh, dear.
How we go for time?
8 seconds
I
left for
told you,
Susie.
Kathy. I
Yeah.
told you that she would be quicker than
Load
you
me again.
on time.
Pretty quick.
I don't think it's going to come down to that, though. I'm going to start from the bottom and work up. The only even prime number, Kathy said 3, but you were frazzled at that point. I mean, it was all
I was,
over,
yeah.
bar the shouting at that particular point. That's not even an even number. Sue's at least got an even number. She said 8. It's 2.
2.
2.
Go.
I don't even know what a prime number is.
Neither do I.
Like,
Divide by itself and
In one ear out the other. Bad score that was.
I'm looking at Nick, but
it's 0-0.
he said yes. to
What
me.
country is Guantanamo Bay in? Sue said Mexico.
Mexico.
Kathy said, I don't remember what Kathy said. It's Cuba.
Oh, right.
What's that Cuba song?
Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Whoa. And it's still 0-0. Which famous rapper performed at Suncorp Stadium on the weekend? Kathy said, I don't know. Sue said it was Travis Scott. We were talking about it earlier in the show. That's correct. Hit it.
Made this here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose.
Scene.
Jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coast.
Scene.
Way too big when we pull up. Give me the loot.
Give me the loot.
Was off the Remy. Had up at post.
It is 1-0 to Sue's. Bump, set, and spike are terms from which sport? I don't remember what you said, Kathy, but you were wrong. Suze said volleyball, and volleyball is correct. Mundo has an unassailable
I
lead.
thought it was dig.
2-0.
We were talking about it
With
on
one to
Friday
play.
with
We
one
were
of Lutzie's
too.
friends, Don. We were talking about volleyball.
That's right, we
And
were
we're
too.
talking about making jokes about
Yes.
bump,
It was
Spike
always
and-
dig.
Set,
dig.
bump, set, and spike. I don't know, dig might be in there, but wasn't on the list here. 2-0 Suze. And how many stickers are on each side of a Rubik's Cube? Well, Kathy said 12, but Henry was quick to point out to Mum that that's wrong. Henry reckons it was 9, and that's what Sue said. And Henry, you're correct, Mundo, mate. And for that reason only, I'm going to bring in a rule here that Kathy doesn't get pantsed because she was saved by Henry.
Wow. On you, Henry.
But other than that, it's a 3-0 victory to Susan O'Neill. It will be worth $1,200 when we play again at 9 o'clock.
It's never happened before. You've never overruled the
New
fancy.
rule.
Yeah, Henry stepped in and helped out Mum.
Okay.
Well done.
Good on you, Henry.
Thank you.
We got the cave, though, for you, Kathy.
I've got the family pass to the Let's Go Brisbane Caravan and Outdoor Show at the Brisbane Showgrounds, first and foremost. So you can head along to that. And I've also got a $100 Communicantina voucher. You'll absolutely love it at Communicantina. $100 voucher there for you to have a couple of beverages and some great food that the guys have there.
David, I was
Sounds
driving
great.
past the RNO Showgrounds yesterday, actually, and all the caravans are making their way out onto the main field there. It looks like it's going to be magnificent. Like they're everywhere. They'll be packed.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
There we go.
What's this?
Oh, my father-in-law was just asking about that caravan show.
Oh, really?
Today, so it's coming up.
It
Okay.
looks good.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Press play. Get ready for the ultimate Halloween party on the Brisbane River. I'm afraid of no ghosts. Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill's Halloween cruise on Oasis. Your ultimate weekend escape on the Brisbane River.
Finally, party week.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
I just can't believe it's nearly the end of October.
I know. Crazy.
Can you believe that, Lisa from Deception Bay?
Yes, it's crazy.
So you're coming along?
Am I?
Yes, you are.
You?
Oh, no, thank you. That's amazing.
What are you going to dress up as?
Okay, so I figured if we were to win, I would be coming as Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. So I would be Wayne, and my partner Matt, he would be Garth.
That's pretty cool.
Which one's Mike Myers? Yeah.
Wayne, isn't he? Is he Wayne? Yeah, Mike Myers is
No,
Wayne.
no. I'm Wayne, he's Garth.
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
So you're Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, he's the
What else do they
dark-haired
wear?
one.
Shorts and T-shirts and long hair?
It's more the hair, I think, and various
Glasses? Black glasses?
Well, it'd be nice for him to have some hair for a change.
Oh.
Sorry, Matt.
Got him.
Sorry, Matt.
Got him.
Oh, no.
He's choked on his cornflakes, man, in the background.
So does that mean that your song isn't Wayne's World? They got the
Wayne's World, party time, excellent.
don't they sing that song, the Queen song? in the
Yeah,
car?
yes,
Is that a
they do.
different?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, but is that your song?
No, unfortunately, no, that wouldn't be my song.
That could work perfectly.
No, not
especially
quite.
If it's storming, the thunderbolts and lightning, very frightening.
Oh, yeah.
What is your song,
I
Lisa?
guess it's kind of for the theme. I guess I should have picked that song, but no, actually, to be honest, my song. Now I'm going to just tell everybody. I love party rock anthems. It's classic. It's my favourite every time.
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
LMFAO.
That's the one. You got it.
Cracker.
I will not be responsible for the dance move.
Is there a big dance
Don't
floor
hold it
there?
against
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be because Shouse, DJ producers Shouse are performing. They've got a new song with Tina Arena, Chains. The new recording of that is available now on all streaming platforms. So there'll be a dance floor. Maybe they'll play a party rock anthem for you as well, Lisa.
Oh, well, that would be great.
We'll see you there on Thursday on board Oasis.
Thanks, guys. It's so exciting. Thank you. Bye.
See you Thursday.
Still got a lot of, still got a few more invites to go. So head to the Nova Play app and register. We'll make another call back tomorrow morning. Mitch also does them in the 5 a.m. hour as well. So if you're an early riser and you want to get in that way, nice and easy to do so. Mitch, speaking of, is on the street with Jack's Cafe. Good morning to get yourself a free coffee as well.
Oh, perfect. Are you dishing out free coffees, Mitch? Oh, he's already gone. He's on the road.
Well said, Mitch.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I had a really good weekend. Starting off with Friday afternoon, we went to Howard Smith Wharves. I say we because Lutzi was there as well.
Yeah, that was great.
It was a champagne pop-up, Verve Clicquot pop-up with seafood. The food was unbelievable.
So good. It was kind of like in that little sort of that grassy area at the far end of the Howard Smith Wharves, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good. They do a lot of little pop-up different
Yes.
things. And it's so crowded there.
Great.
So many people. Wonder where all those people went before they built that Howard Smith Wharves
exactly.
over where the quarry is.
Yeah.
It's like if they build it, people
That's
will
a
come.
good point, because it's always
Yeah.
got people, hasn't it?
It's chockers. But I finished my weekend Sunday morning at another place that also is used to be an old sand mining kind of factory joint, South Bank. Isn't that funny? Two places in Brisbane that were pretty crappy.
Prominent positions too, yeah.
Yeah, right in the centre of the city. You know,
What they
obviously-
used to do at South Bank?
there was a lot of factories that had the sand dredging companies, or there was some concrete companies maybe there as well. I knew my uncle worked at a sand dredging company there at South Bank.
It was a rough old joint, South Bank, back in the day. It wasn't even safe to walk there, they reckon.
Yeah.
At night.
And then with obviously Expo, they did it up, and now it's got South Bank. Well, I went there Sunday morning to Streets Beach. We went at 6 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
and did a surf kind of training session. And there was no one there. I definitely recommend it. It was 6 a.m. in the morning. There was only two other guys there, two British guys who were there for a swim, although they didn't swim much. They were only standing in the water talking, but that's fine. And there was me.
What was it?
Streets Beach, at the beach, the water. What were they?
You were doing, like, learning how to deal with rips and stuff.
Oh no, like surf training, like swimming training, but in a beach. It's in the water there. It's probably 75 metres long.
Oh,
So
okay.
we went with my friend runs this company called Swim Tours Australia, which does swim clinics. They just went to Gari actually and did a 3-day swim clinic. Or not when I say swim clinic, they go there and they do all different swims, like at Lake Mackenzie and
Right.
all the different lakes. Or they might go to Tangalooma and do a swim thing. In fact, I'm doing one in Sydney in November, and we go to all the rock pools in Sydney. We get a bus to Coogee, I think, and then we walk
Yeah.
back to Bondi. And we stop at all the ocean pools on the way
Oh, yeah.
and do a swim.
Tamarama.
Yeah,
They have one?
Tamarama,
Tamarama,
Bronte, Coogee,
There's quite a few of them, yeah.
heaps. And then the next day we do harbour swims, I think at Watson's Bay and also Balmoral. And the third day we do a swim from Bondi to Bronte.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she was...
How far's that?
yeah, too far.
You
2
can
kilometres.
have that.
I know.
In the,
Yeah.
in the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
I know.
I'd be scared of the sharkies.
There'll
Seriously.
be heaps of IRBs and stuff around. So
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
don't
it's
think
safe.
I'm sure it's safe. So my friend who runs Swim Tours Australia was doing a recon because with people who want to start her tour, she wants them to get out swimming in the ocean. Well, it's not the ocean, I know, I get it, but it's a stepping stone to the ocean. So that pool, I definitely recommend it. Right in the centre of the city.
Yeah.
It's 75 metres long.
And what, you can push out some laps?
Yeah, we did like 5 laps.
Okay.
And then we actually got up there's a sand beach there, and we did ins and outs, which is ins and outs in
You go in. Guess what you do next?
you
Go out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes.
Got it.
So we get up the top and you run down and dive in, sprint to the other end, which is probably only the other side, which is just 20 metres, and you swim back easy. Hop out. It's really hard, especially, and run, because when's the last time you ran on sand?
Noosa tried. It's still the M-shaped course, right? That on the Friday they have the I think it's called the
what is it
Eyeline
these days?
Swimmer.
I think
is
it's
that right? Whatever it is, anyway.
Keeps changing brands, yeah.
But that's you have to run out onto the sand and then back in. It's pretty difficult to do that when you've been swimming because your lungs are doing a completely different sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think
you know
because,
what I mean?
and because you're horizontal and all the blood must be around your arms when you have to stand up and run.
That's tricky.
Yeah. But my point is, it's right in the centre of City is a beautiful beach that, geez, I haven't been to since my kids were
It's
little.
funny how we underestimate it because when a lot of people come in from overseas, they amazed by it and we're like, what? That? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like we just sort of take it for granted that it's there. It's actually great.
Yeah, and if you can get there really early in the morning, and then you could walk around to Howard Smith Wharves. And
Yeah.
then Kangaroo Point as well. That's another thing that used to be an old quarry, isn't it? So,
I believe so. I don't even know.
and also, aren't they talking about West End where the milk factory is? Aren't they going to?
Yep, that's
That's getting revamped.
Which will be really good, actually.
exciting.
Yeah.
City on the
So,
move.
you know,
all that good real estate was just sitting there doing nothing for years and years and years.
you know what else is good real estate doing nothing? They always think of
What?
cemeteries.
Oh, especially in Sydney.
But what do you want to?
Well,
You
in
can't just
Sydney,
build over the top of them.
well, they did for Lane Park.
Yeah, why not?
They exhumed them. They did, didn't they?
Well, they're always in really good spots. Yeah, in Sydney, they're right on the water.
Yeah.
Even at Dutton Park here, it's right on the river.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, let's
And then
do
there's not
something
enough
about that.
room for all the dead people that are dying, now to go into those cemeteries. So, with due respect, what makes those people so special that they get to spend the rest of their life on that cliff?
It's a very good point.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, it's a very good point.
I'll have to get on to Chris Afuli and ask him about that.
Yeah, about the dead people.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Oh, this is pretty exciting, actually. Every week, it seems we talk to someone from KO, but we've
Play
got,
on, isn't there?
there's heaps on, actually. We've got Mel Jones today, who's a cricket expert. Good morning, Mel.
Morning, team. How are we all?
Good. I wanted to start off with the weekend with the WBBL because it just caught my eye that there's a girl who is very, very similar to Elise Perry.
What do you mean? She's played.
Eagle Eye, Susie. Well done. Yeah.
Can you tell her a bit about her?
Quiver Bray. And if you looked at her name, you would not say it's Quiver. It's an Irish name, spelled completely differently, which has thrown every commentator going across the WBBL. Just turned 15 years of age, has played for the Young Matildas and the Australian under-19s cricket team as well. And she is one to look out for. She got smoked by Deandra Dotton very first ball in the competition, but just settled in, clean bowler, and then hit the winning run. Outstanding.
She's 15.
She's 15, yeah.
Just turned 15.
Yeah, and she plays for the same team as Elise, doesn't she? Is she in the Sixers?
Yep, she's the Sixers have snaffled her up. Got a 3-year contract already. Her mum was doing 1,000 kilometres a week to drive her from the Hunter Valley to trainings. Wow. I think she's year 9 at the moment.
Year 9.
What a great role model having Elise there, though.
Yeah,
I know, right?
That's the best.
Exactly. So, yeah, one to look out for.
And the same. She's got to choose between soccer and cricket as well. Do you think she's going to stay down the cricket path?
I would like to say that. I think having Elise Perry and her team talking her through things. Look, for me, I just love anyone, boys, girls playing sport, full stop. But she's got a wonderful choice to make down the track.
What else on at the moment? I know that the Silver Ferns, the netball, they've got us on the ropes, haven't they?
Unbelievable, isn't it? I never thought I'd say this. First time ever.
Hurts.
The first one on Aussie soil, a Constellation Cup, and not just one. We're talking double-digit results as well. So I suppose after so long of having this wonderful competition and the Diamonds having it up over the White Ferns for so long, things are going to turn at some stage. They've found that formula at the moment with some brilliant players as well. And it's back to the drawing board for the Diamonds.
The rugby league was on KO yesterday.
Good coverage.
The Gillaroos had a great win over the Kiwis. In fact, they were saying on the commentary that the first half of that game was one of the best halves of footy that they've ever seen from the women. It just continues to get stronger and stronger. And then over in the AFLW, the Lions smashed, absolutely pulverised the Swans.
There's that parochial Queenslander coming out. That's great.
We're allowed to be up here now.
You certainly can. Oh, look, good weekend for Queensland. Brisbane Heat, massive win over the Strikers. Likewise in the AFLW. And what I love about the AFLW at the moment, coming down this final round, 7 of the 8 matches are live matches to sort of organise who's playing off in the finals as well. So it's been a great comp for the AFLW as well.
Awesome.
Nice work.
So footy's over. There's plenty plenty else going on.
Yeah, no
in
off
KO.
season with KO.
Thanks,
This is
Mel.
it.
Get on board.
Thanks, Mel. You're busy at the moment, obviously, so I better let you go. But
I appreciate it, guys.
There you go.
See you, Mel.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
The Prince is on. The Prince is on. The Prince is on. Ooh, he's on the streets. The Prince is on.
Hello, Mitch.
Morning, team. Look, I feel that this is one of those ones where we take what has become a bit of a personal issue back in the office and make it not even everyone's problem, but everyone's gift this morning. And as we covered quite extensively about an hour ago, we've come into the office today, and there's no milk.
How
We're
does
not
that
able to
happen?
make ourselves.
How does that
I
happen?
don't-
Who's to blame?
Well, I'm going straight to Jessie out in
me
the
too.
front office there because whether or not it's her one to fix it ahead of time, it's certainly going to be a problem to solve as soon as she gets in. So if you're listening, Jessie, get in a little bit quicker today because I don't know how are you guys? The breakfast show, right? The flagship group of people in this office and come in. Breakfast show, coffee is non-existent. It doesn't make sense. And thankfully, the good people, our friends here at Hungry Jack's, have answered the call and said, you know what? We're not only going to help you with some coffee, we want to help everyone else. It's Monday morning. It's barely 20 degrees. It's overcast. And why don't we get on down here and shout everyone some coffee for a Monday morning? So we're going to throw a couple $100 on the tab down here at Aspley Hungry Jack's. They're on 1401 Gympie Road at Aspley. It's very busy here, city on the inbound race. So if you want to come on down, and we'll shout you a coffee here to get your morning sorted. And you don't have the same sort of problems that we've got going on in the Nova office this morning.
Bring us back a Jack's Cafe coffee if you wouldn't mind, Mitch, I think.
Yeah, second round, guys. So just,
Cheeky little-
one for everybody?
I think so. Strong
Thank
flat
you.
white would be good for me.
long black, thanks.
Some breakfast
Okay.
too. I mean, why stop there?
Yeah.
What's here?
Lutzie's hungry.
Just a couple of sneaky ones. What, the brekkie menu, Lutzi? You want me
Yeah,
to
why
sort of
not, mate?
extend that through to the lunch one as well?
No,
So-
lunch, mate. Let's go.
Yeah, just sort out lunch. I mean, it's nearly lunchtime for us anyway. So, yeah, Aspley, Hungry Jacks, they have answered the call. A lack of coffee in Nova, that's not going to happen for you guys. So, just take a little detour here on Gympie Road at Aspley, and we'll sort you out with some coffee for your morning thanks to Hungry Jacks.
How long you reckon you're going to be there for, Mitch?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I've got plenty of money to spend. I've swiped producer Lockie's card, so if you want to,
Okay, got a beep
I'll
in
be
the
down here.
background.
Yep, there we go.
I'm also asking because I want to know when our coffees are going to arrive.
That's why he wants
Oh,
to
right,
know.
that's the important one. So,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I'll be here as long as it takes to give away some free ones, but
Okay.
not too long so that I get through the traffic this morning, you know. So,
Perfect.
Yeah.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Susie's 6 weeks of celebration.
Yeah, every day this week, we've got a brand new trip to give away. All of Susie's favourite places, and you're listening out for Susie's favourite songs as well. Trip to Noosa. Up the Gubs.
No one knows Noosa like my Susie.
Oh, yeah. That's where you
I've
guys
been
met,
going-
wasn't it?
I reckon I've been going there since.
Kind of. That's probably
Since I
pretty
was
much met,
born
yeah.
almost, Noosa. So
Yeah.
that's a very long time. Learned to surf up there at the point, a little foamy. That's a foam surfboard. Marty from Cedar Creek, hello.
G'day, Suze. How you going?
Good, good. It's funny, I was talking about Cedar Creek just on the weekend. That's near
Cedar Creek.
Sanford, isn't it?
Yeah, up near Sanford.
I heard it's beautiful,
It is lovely.
but so is Noosa.
Yes, it is.
Do you get up there much? Down there?
I don't. The kids love it. So I've been up a couple of times, but not often.
What do you reckon
But it's fantastic.
the first thing you do when you get there? What it'll be? Be ocean or restaurants or?
Go to the surf club.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm heading there Friday. We've got the Noosa Try, and we'll do a little swim in the bay, and then straight to the surf club. I reckon.
Yeah.
On Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
I'll meet you there.
Oh, good.
For a palmy and a
That's
beer.
the best spot. Yep.
Such
So
a
has Marty won, as he says?
Oh, Marty, you've won the prize.
Hey, awesome. Thanks, Suze.
No worries. Have a good trip.
Thank you.
Take your kids or not.
Fair enough.
There we go. Well, there's our first trip down for the week. Tomorrow's trip, a weekend away to Sydney.
Ooh, love Sydney. First time I hopped on an aeroplane, I went to Sydney.
Yeah.
Really?
I guess it probably was for a lot of Brisbane people.
Yeah. It was such a good trip. I
Would have
really
been mine
remember
as well.
it.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, it was great too. We went down, we stayed at the Wentworth Hotel. You'd walk down to Circular Quay, we caught a ferry, had beautiful fish and chips, went to the park. What else?
Grade 2, you remember all this?
Yeah,
You got a mind like a steel trap.
some things. Yeah, I really remember that
Some
trip
things
though.
slip out.
I think I got a frequent flyer badge. Or, not
yeah.
the badge,
Really?
the
Junior flyer.
Junior flyer.
Little captain.
I've still got it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably do too.
Can't find your Commonwealth Games medals, but you still have that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Cool. Another one tomorrow?
Yeah, Sydney is the trip we've got tomorrow. There's a stack of them.
Whoa.
We've got a trip to Hamilton Island happening
Oh,
sometime
yes.
this week as well,
Love Hamo.
which is the big one. But Sydney tomorrow, all thanks to What If. You can find hotels, flights, activities and more in your favourite Aussie destinations at whatif.com. What If, it is Aussie for travel.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Experience live racing and stunning hospitality at Brisbane Racing Club's Canadian Club Melbourne Cup Race Day. Book now at brc.com.au.
Second year we've done this. First one was a success. So we brought it back once again, the annual Hobby Horse Cup. It's all to win an amazing race day experience for Melbourne Cup happening.
What is it? Talk me through it.
2 premium tickets to the Upper Squires Perch of the Canadian Club Melbourne Cup Race Day at Eagle Farm. That's where all the high hitters are there.
Actually, you went last year too.
Did I?
Yeah, I saw you there.
Well, I had a great time. Obviously, I don't remember.
Yeah, so it's that good that it's completely blotched from your memory.
Anyway, sorry, keep going.
Hobby horses, just quickly. It's
Yes.
horse's head on a stick, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And you ride it round.
Yep.
You got it, buddy.
You could do a routine.
Right. Yes.
It's also 2 nights accommodation at the Star Queen's Wharf. $300 to spend there on food.
You get
Brilliant.
Judged on what exactly with the hobby horse?
Good question.
Pizzazz.
It is a great
I feel
question.
like vibe could be something that you...
Speed,
Yeah.
obviously, is also important.
A vibe.
Yeah.
Similar to equestrian, really. A combination of speed,
Reverse parking.
obviously, jumps, some mini jumps, things
What
like
they're
that.
wearing, clothes,
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so, very much so.
aesthetics.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Aesthetics, yes.
Aesthetics.
$1,000 Wallace Bishop voucher as well for that major prize. And then
That's a good
everyone else who
prize.
rocks up. So there'll be 3 runner-up prizes, which are, they're good. $740 worth of tickets to Nova's lawn party.
Yeah,
That's
which is
4 tickets.
Always a hit.
Yeah. So this is well worth getting involved in. Head to the Nova Player app and register right now. Let's meet our first contestant.
Can we?
Please.
Okay. Sam, is it? From Alderley, Ash, by the looks of it. Sammy,
Hello.
how are you?
Good, guys. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. What sort of, if you could categorise your hobby horse style, what would it be?
Honestly, I'm thinking something along the lines of Braveheart, if you can have that in mind.
Oh, yeah,
probably
I
not,
like that.
Probably not something as hectic, but we're getting some majestic gallop, some over-the-top theatrics kind of stuff.
Big speeches? Any speeches?
Maybe, if I win.
Yeah.
And you're obviously,
Perfect.
I'm not sure if it's a race to the end, but you'd go pretty well because you're a triathlete, I read.
Really?
I am. I represented Australia last year over in Spain for my age group.
Nice. How
Yeah.
was that? Okay, so you've got the, you got the fitness, the cardio, the aerobic,
Yeah,
the
sure will
aerobic
help.
fitness. So that's part of it as well,
Yeah.
What do you reckon you'd call your horse, your hobby horse?
I'm thinking Thunder Hooves. That's what came to mind.
Thunder Hooves, I like it.
What about you guys? What would you go for?
It's a good question.
I'd call mine,
Don't turn things on us, mate.
Yeah.
I want to try and think.
Put you on the spot.
You can't throw questions like that, unsolicited.
I'd call mine Madam Horse.
Madam Horse.
Madam Horse.
You know, Madam Butterfly, Madam Horse.
Yeah,
So gallops
I
a lot.
Get the reference. You got a song that you're going to be playing on your during your routine, Sam?
Yeah, it would have to be Thunderstruck, ACDC.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thunder Hooves. Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
All right, we'll see you there, Sam.
Yeah, later this week we'll do the Hobby Horse Cup and maybe you'll be the winner of this huge Melbourne Cup prize, Sam. Good luck.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, guys. Thank
See
you.
you, buddy.
There we go. For everyone else, you can experience live racing and stunning hospitality at Brisbane Racing Club's Canadian Club Melbourne Cup Race Day.
Let's do it.
If you want to book,
Come on, man.
brc.com.au or head to the Nova Player app and get involved in our annual Hobby Horse Cup.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Have you guys seen Lucia yet? I'm going to go this week, I think, to Cirque du Soleil. Anyone seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on
I've
the
been hearing
opening night. It's excellent.
Yeah, I've been hearing great things about it.
It's really, really good. The athleticism of those
Yeah.
performers.
Brilliant.
Is amazing.
Brilliant. I'm going to get my tickets this week.
Okay. Talking of athleticism.
Go on.
Nice.
I was reading about this girl who's those Red Bull events we're talking about the other day. Like
Yeah.
if you're employed by Red Bull,
Courtney Atkinson, he was on the plane back from LA with me last week.
You
He's
have
been over there, yeah.
they get paid basically to do. What do they get paid? They must.
Yeah, he's an ambassador. Like he's the for shiz, yeah.
But they've got to do really crazy stuff. Actually, who did I? No, that's right. The lady that plays the butterfly in the Lucia.
Yeah.
She used to be paid or whatever by Red Bull, but it was
Seemed like that was the obvious segue, but we'll get back to that.
yeah. And but she didn't like doing it because she had to. It's all about doing crazy things and also a lot of self promotion and type thing. But because the lady, they're athletic as well. But the lady I'm reading about, because everyone's a lady at the moment with my.
Everyone's a lady these days.
She is a high diver. You know those really high cliff divers?
Yeah.
So she started off as a normal diver or platform diver.
Yeah.
And gradually got higher and higher.
How high are those?
Well, the one she just did over the weekend was almost 30 metres.
Oh, my God.
Almost 30 metres.
That's nuts.
What's her name?
How do they not break their everything when they hit the water on them?
They break the surface with like hoses and stuff.
Yeah.
But still.
Well, no, she doesn't. She didn't, not this time, because her name's Rhiannon Ifland. And the reason that made this one even more scary than landing into normal water is she dove off in an underground salt mine. So the water, they said, underground salt mine, so a big open cut mine.
Yeah.
And the bottom of it maybe it's an unused mine, must have filled up with water. And so she dived into the water and
But they would have had to have broke the surface because isn't it like concrete if you hit it from...
They said they didn't break the surface in this one.
That's
and they
crazy.
said the water was more dense than
because of the
salt.
Salt.
Have you ever stood...
It's harder water.
And she landed at 75 kilometres an hour.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I actually I'm surprised by that. I thought they would have been even quicker than that. But have you ever stood on the 10-metre platform?
Yeah, I have. I've never jumped off it.
I've jumped off it once, and it took every bit of courage that I've had. But there's no way in the world that I could dive off it.
Head first.
No,
I remember Fatty dived off it.
Remember Jonathan
on
Brown
the footy
too?
show once, like head first, straight in from 10 metres.
I think Brownie did it as well. We were out
Not
there
feet first?
doing a Nova stunt, and I was like, I'm not doing it. And then he did it just feet first. Then he dived. And it was like February. So I'm like, mate, imagine if he had
still
injured himself
playing.
when he was playing for the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Fool.
But then imagine going up
Just gutsy.
twice that,
3 times that.
3
30
times
metres.
that. Yeah.
They land on their feet in their
Cats.
Oh, well, that's okay.
so it's a lot easier.
Do they
Well,
always land there? You couldn't do it the other way. You'd
Well-
break your arms, wouldn't you?
You break everything.
Yeah, it'd rip your arms out of your shoulders.
You wouldn't want to get a bit of leg spread going on, would you?
Oh, no.
Flat bag.
It'd all be over. That'd be the least
That'd
of
be
your
it,
problems,
wouldn't
David. At that point, it'd all be over.
That wasn't the scariest thing that she's done. The
What
scariest.
else has she done?
She's dived off a moving hot air balloon.
Into what?
Yeah, it's not what you dive off, it's what you dive into. Is what the problem is. Into water, presumably.
Hopefully water.
I'd say it
we should
probably is
mention.
water.
We should
You
mention
had to be an ocean. Like, she had to have the ocean underneath. That's...
she's also dived off the Harbour Bridge, 21 metres. Wow.
I
21
don't understand.
metres.
It just seems problematic because people, without going into detail.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I should say. But okay, on a happier note.
Yeah? Bring it up from there.
That wasn't you that brought it down, by the way.
Thank you.
No, Buzz.
Yes.
You can tell Buzz was with me.
I was dancing with
Unless
you.
he throws people under the bus. He threw me under the bus before just with Jess walking into the kitchen, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
No, did you?
I'm running into Jess. I go, hey, Jess, how you going? She goes,
They were having
"Great,
quite a
thanks."
civil conversation.
She goes, how was your weekend up at Go? I said, it was great. I'm a bit tired, though. He goes, Lutzy goes, he was dissing you on air just before. he was blaming. And I
When?
And I
And
went,
she said, well, I know you wouldn't do that to me. And in my brain, I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure it was me.
yeah. And I went, no, it wasn't me that blamed her for not bringing the milk into
yeah.
it.
Coffee this morning.
She kind of dismissed it, but then you went to the toilet and you could tell it was still like playing.
Oh, yeah.
When she
And
was
I didn't even
she
do
was
it.
at the sink.
He's a gaslighter.
He is. You're a gaslighter.
Gaslighter.
Yeah.
Classic Lutzy.
The Ash, Lutzy and Susie O'Neill podcast.
I'm smarter than I'm smarter than
Brighton Homes includes aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to discover why it's better with Brighton.
Hey, Christine out of Stafford Heights.
Hey, Ash.
Meow. How you going?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I just said to Lutzi, look, we've got a nurse here.
Oh, yeah.
Nurseest show in the world we are.
Christine is a nurse and works in aged care.
I do. A lot of dementia patients. So it's a day off today. I'm having a nice, calm day with no dementia behaviour.
Enjoy it.
It's a tough gig. Well done.
Yeah, we are the nursery show in Brisbane, so regardless of whether you win or lose, Lutzi will just go cray-cray in the kickback.
Absolutely, Christine.
Love it.
He'll take care of you, so don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Do not worry.
It is worth $1,200 cash, though.
$1,200 large. If you think you're large off. And you're into the BYD Atto 3 at the end of the year. What colour you reckon you'd go for?
Black.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Sick.
I swear, I was just about to say, I saw a black one recently, and I went, that's what I'd
isolate.
Just
isolated.
See what I have to put up with, Christine?
Turning my mic off.
I mean, he's He's just a filthy.
I knew that was going to go somewhere bad.
He is just a filthy. But the black BYD Atto 3 is sharp.
It is. I'm more of a silver guy, grey guy myself, but
I thought silver was the way to go.
Yeah,
too, and then
but
saw
I mean,
the black
each
and
to their
I
own.
went,
Each to their own.
I like to make it harder for myself and choose the colour that's, hardest to keep clean. That's what I do.
Yeah, that's a good point. But come on, life's too short for that rubbish.
Let's go, Christine. Out of Stafford Heights. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. How many legs does an octopus have?
8.
In Lewis Carroll's book, what animal does Alice follow into Wonderland?
Rabbit.
Venetian, Roman, and vertical are all...
Blinds.
What is the most translated book ever published?
The Bible.
Spell application.
APPLICATION.
Stop the clock.
Guys, this is every morning.
I mean, it's one of those ones. It's an easier one, so time's going to be important, Christine, isn't it?
I think so.
Holy hell! And you were quick, like a fella.
Seemed quick.
What about how
Because
quickly you
I've
spell?
I've been practicing for years. Every single morning when I can't get through, I'm like, man, that was another one.
But it's one thing, doing it there, and then when it's like the old
when the spotlight is upon it.
It's like that old joke where they got the actors practicing in front of the mirror. Hark! I hear the cannon roar, and then when he gets on the actual stage and the cannon goes off, he goes, "Shit, what was that?" It's one of my favourite jokes. Anyway.
I'm going to hold the time. I'll reveal it at the end.
Buzzman! Bit of theatre.
Okay. Yeah, it was quick. It's worth $1,200.
Lucky I'm a nurse and I can do CPR myself because this heart is going.
Yes, I can imagine.
Jeez.
Stop it.
My mind's boggling trying to get my head around that. But,
my pulse rate's up after what he said.
So very, very quick. Very quick and no pantsing for you, Christine.
Okay, good.
Let's bring in the gimp.
School of Rock themed one there.
Susie O'Neill! Hold the phone, Freddie! Susie O'Neill! It will be a miracle! You won't see anything like that again this year!
All right, Suze, you ready? Let's do it. You ready?
Saving my words. Yes.
Yeah, good. 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. How many legs does an octopus have?
8.
In Lewis Carroll's book, what animal does Alice follow into Wonderland?
A rabbit.
Venetian, Roman, and vertical.
Blinds.
What is the most translated book ever published?
The Bible.
Spell application.
APPLICATION.
Stop the clock. Hold it. Double Tuco. Oh my God. Oh my God.
They're close, Christine.
Oh, that was so fast, dude.
Yeah, well, you were quick too, Christine. Okay. How many legs does an octopus have? You both said 8. 8 is correct.
Are they technically legs? Anyway.
Well, you both answered correctly.
Yep.
But that does make me wonder, why is October the 10th month?
Because remember, they only had 10. Nick said this recently.
Yeah, Nick said the other day.
Julius Caesar was a crazy man.
Yeah, and he added 2. I reckon Christopher Luke's going to add a month once he gets his feet planted in there. Up
What's it going to be called, do you reckon?
Something for 13, B13.
The 13th or whatever that is. Yeah. Probably, I don't know, to be honest.
We're just speculating, obviously.
Or his name might be in it.
Langbrook.
Yeah.
After JP's, mate, up there at Surface Paradise.
It's 1-1. In Lewis Carroll's book, what animal did Alice follow into Wonderland? Now, you both said rabbit.
Yeah.
And that's correct.
Hold the phone, Freddie!
It's 2-2. Venetian, Roman, and vertical are all types of blinds.
Did you guys surprised we both knew that?
No.
It's obvious.
Well, that was a pretty easy one.
It's the easiest one possible.
Yes.
I thought I was so clever. Did you, Christine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both cut Ash off as well. Like, you're both midway through the question. And blinds!
The most translated book ever published, you both said it was the Bible.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, but it was Rugby League Week.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Episode,
Yes.
number 42.
One of the Tony Durkin inspired
one of the Tony
articles.
Durkin. Week 8.
No, the Bible is correct. It's for all, my friends. And then spell application. You both said APPLICATION. It's a 5-all draw.
Wow.
Perfect scores. Comes down to time. Doesn't get any closer than this up into the buzzman.
All right.
What do I do?
Christine was quick. 9 seconds left for Christine.
9 seconds.
9
Wow.
seconds
That's fast
left.
for a listener.
I don't think you're going to beat her here.
Susie.
Yeah.
Had 10.
Oh no, Christine.
Oh, man. What question were you faster on? Which one?
I know. Where did you possibly shave off?
She might
that
have
little,
yelled out blind slightly earlier. That might have been it.
Just shaved half a second.
And the application was spelt pretty quick as well. There wasn't much in it.
Oh, but nobody, I don't think there's anyone in the history of the world that spelled application quicker than what Christine
No,
did.
it's quick. Both were quick.
Well done, Sue.
Oh, what a sports person
Great.
you are.
Yes. Good. Good sport.
Christine.
Oh, Christine.
Doesn't she
Yeah.
sound like a bit of fun?
Yeah, great fun.
Can you come on the you coming on the what are we
Show
going
next
this week?
year?
The Halloween cruise.
There's a spot.
I'm working next week.
Okay, right, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a bugger.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the cave.
Yeah, here we go.
And light her up, David.
I've got a $100. I've got some good ones here, actually. I've got a $100 Maggie May voucher for you. That's at Gasworks there, yelled Christine. So you'll love that. Also, just to let your hair down, maybe a couple of your friends can pop into Retros one night. It's a great spot, Brunswick Street Mall, some great music, get one of the big fish bowls. I'll give you a $100 voucher to get your night started there as well. So there you go.
Thank you.
Couple of good nights out. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Christine.
Bye.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.